Yes, as mentioned, joined by the hooker for the Ipswich Jets, Reece Jacks. Reece, how are you, mate?
Yeah, mate, going good, thank you.
It's been a bit of a tough old season down there at Ipswich. How have you found the love at Ipswich, mate? How have you found your season so far?
Yeah, it definitely has been a tough start to the year for us, obviously, in terms of how the wins haven't come too easily for us. But I don't know, it's a really young team, so I guess with that comes a bit more positivity. They're definitely very optimistic, and yeah, we just got to keep training hard and hopefully things will turn.
Yeah, we spoke to Nat Neal earlier in the season, and he did mention there are some younger players in the squad, some young guys coming through that may need a little bit of experience before they really click into gear. Have you found? You've obviously found that same experience. Which young guys do you think are really close to finding their feet and going to hit some good form?
Yeah, it definitely is. I think me and Nat are the oldest in the team by a long way. I don't even know what would be closest to us. I think maybe 24, something like that. Yeah, there's definitely a few young guys that have huge potential, but just have to get some gains in the Q Cup. Just off the top of my head, like guys like Tyler Coburn, he's probably he's a bit more of an older statesman. He's only, I think, 21 or 22. He's been out for a little bit, but he's played the last 2 games, and we've definitely missed him. He's been really good, especially defensively. And guys like Blake Lenahan, he's been going really well as well in the front row. And then when someone like Jerome Burns, hopefully he's back soon for us. He's only played the first game. He's got a heap of talent we saw last year. Yeah, we're desperate to get someone like him back.
Yeah, so you've obviously had a couple of really tough losses, but some really close games as well. You pushed North Devils all the way a couple of rounds ago. You've had some really tight games against some top sides. Also, a narrow loss to the Capras as well, who have proven to be a top 4 side this year. Are there any areas you can pinpoint that you think, oh, maybe if I'm better here or if we're better there as a team, we might get these chocolates? Like, how close really are you? Because it seems like it's just right there and you can't get it.
Yeah, massively. Like you mentioned the North game, that was absolutely heartbreaking. That's been our best game by far. We started really well against them and we stayed in the game. I think, like you said, there's areas we go really good for patches and then we just can't, sustain that for the full 80 minutes. I know it's cliche to say, but we're definitely a team that can't sustain that. And North has been our closest to that. We'll go through patches, even like 15, 20-minute patches, and then we will just, drop our bundle a little bit and we'll let in not just one try, but a couple of tries. And that's been really costly for us. And that's turned a few games into some really bad score lines. But like you said, there's positives when we play teams like North and Capras that we did sustain it for a bit longer.
So, mate, we've seen you in the Host Plus Cup since 2014. Now, you've been a while. You've been in the South Logan Magpies, Brisbane Tigers, Sunshine Coast Falcons. But a little birdie told me you've never looked. You look a bit skinny, mate. Have you lost a bit of weight recently, or just a bit skinnier than what we're used to seeing?
I reckon I know what little birdie that is. I guess I don't know. Different outlook on things. I've actually been playing since 2010 in the Q Cup. That was before all the stats and all that sort of have come in. So that's how long I've been going. But yeah, I guess I don't know. Just a new challenge. I guess Crossy said like potential for you to play dummy half this year. So I took that on and thought, let's see how fit I can kind of get. So maybe have dropped 1 or 2 kilos. Just all the running over the preseason has dropped it off me.
Yeah, the hookers are, they got a little bit more respect to the front rowers than the halves because they got to hang around us all the time and they're following the play. They got a little bit of respect in the middle there. So you're going all right. Now, mate, you got a big game against the Blackhawks this weekend. What's the vibe like being in the playing group? And do we think this is the weekend you're going to crack them?
Yeah, mate. Like I said, we're optimistic bunch of guys. They're young. They always train hard. They take our losses hard, and Crossy really does go through each of the things we are doing wrong. So yeah, we'll look to train hard this week and improve on it. Things aren't optimal up here. Like all the fields are flooded up at Ipswich, so we're not allowed to actually train on the fields. And that's been about 2 or 3 weeks now. So we'll make do with what we got here at one of the schools, the local schools, get on their courts and go through some things. But I guess, like we said, you've been training all preseason, and we're into like a fair few rounds now. So there's no excuse. We should be able to pull off a good game this week.
Yeah, well, the Blackhawks have had a bit of an up and down season, so every chance you guys play to your potential that you'll get the 2 points this weekend. Mate, you mentioned there's been widespread flooding throughout Brisbane, but of course Ipswich, when it rains, it pours over there literally, and you get the flooded fields. And I know it's a community behind their club. They had some success in 2015, and let's hope we get some more success this year and see how we go, eh? Thanks for your time, Reece. Appreciate it.